Hi, kids. Welcome to the Late Night Picture Show. This is take 2. I pushed that button, but I didn't record anything. So I had to go upstairs and make myself a new drink. Look what I did. Now this is a good gin. Yeah, that's not product placement, YouTube. I'm not sponsored, okay? I just happen to drink this. This is the old school gin that they would have drank in 1952, which is when our first movie takes place. I like this. I like Tanqueray. I even like the cucumber gin. But you can't go wrong with this. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, so what I made here, and you'll see me make this on my TikTok, if you follow me on TikTok. Well, I read a recipe for some Irish drink, because it's March. And it was like Irish whiskey, sweet vermouth, and sherry. It was called for some fancy sherry, but I got Christian Brothers cream sherry. Close enough. Well, I didn't have Irish whiskey, and I was out of sweet vermouth. So I took Scotch, Cutty Sark, not a smoky Scotch, and Cokie Americano, which is kind of bitter, but not as sweet as sweet vermouth, and some sherry, and I made a pretty damn good drink. But then afterwards I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to throw something together here. I made a 2-to-1 martini with the Beefeater gin and some Cokie Americano instead of vermouth. And the sherry, just half an ounce. A little bit of cherry juice with that cherry. And I don't have a name for it yet, but I think I've stumbled on something here. That's fucking great. Tonight's first picture as we shoot off into space, or maybe not on this picture, maybe the next one. See this poster? Look at that. The Daily Bulletin. Yeah, like a newspaper. Y'all kids remember newspapers? Pardon me. Terror from Mars throws the world into panic. I had to be a news guy. Red Planet Mars. Now, I'm not going to read this whole thing, okay? Yeah, there's like a whole newspaper thing on there. Starring Peter Graves. Now, we've heard of him, so we're talking a little bit bigger budget than most of the movies I review. Andrea King, Herbert Berghoff, and yeah, the people in small writing here, pretty sure you've never heard of. Peter Graves, ladies and gentlemen. Red Planet Mars, 1952, United Artist Pictures. That's right, we got us a big budget picture here. Major studio. What happened to United Artist? Whoa. That drink changed my voice. What happened to United Artists? Where'd they go? They get absorbed by somebody? They just go out of business? Let me know in the comments. All right. Red Planet Mars is directed by Harry Horner. I'm not making that up. Okay. A researcher and his wife take a German scientist's plans for a hydrogen valve. Follow me here. And develop it into a workable transmission device. Hydrogen valve. Transmission device. Like radio. From their hilltop observatory in San Diego, they transmit signals to Mars, hoping for an answer. See, they already know that there is life on Mars because they've seen pictures. The Martians have used cosmic energy. I have some friends who have cosmic energy. I'm pretty sure my friend Mindy could do this. They've used cosmic energy to melt their polar ice caps and irrigate the planet. Okay. Meanwhile, here on Earth, the German scientist has been busted out of jail by the Russians. I know there's a lot of shit going on right now with the Russians. Fucking Putin. Okay, this wasn't Putin. This is the Soviet Union in 1952. The same fucking Soviet Union that I grew up with, clear through high school, with the threat of nuclear war hanging over us every second of the goddamn day. The Russians have got the German scientists holed up in the Andes, and he's working on the experiment himself. He's sending messages to Mars himself. Well, when the Russian G-men, we have to presume it's the KGB, but they're G-men. They're guys in dark suits, white shirts, white socks. You know them. I had a bunch of uncles that were like FBI and stuff. You know, the American KGB. FBI, CIA. Anyway, they show up to see how their money is being spent, and the scientist comes up with a plan. He begins transmitting his messages into the atmosphere. Messages he's made up. Which the researchers in California think are coming from Mars. You didn't see that coming, did you? No, you probably did. News of cosmic energy and the end of hunger throw the world markets into pandemonium. Well, Jesus Christ. We're going to end world hunger? How do the rich keep a chokehold on the poor if we end world hunger? The stock market's going crazy. There was no Bitcoin at the time, but the equivalent must have been pork belly futures. I hear a lot about that in old movies. Pork belly futures must have just tanked. But geez, I'm going off here. You'd think I was some kind of stock market analysis. Okay, the Russians also pick up on the signals, and when the messages turn religious in nature, they face social upheaval. Hang on, I made a rhyme here. wait. They face social upheaval and embrace the great opiate. Y'all know what the great opiate is, right? Well, I'll get to the rhyme later. I got ahead of myself. They embraced the great opiate. You familiar with Karl Marx? I'm not saying I'm a fan of Karl Marx, but you got to read him in college. So you know what the fuck is going on. But then the messages stop. And of course we the viewer know, that an avalanche has wiped out the Andean hideout. And the messages have stopped. Not to worry. Our German scientist hops on the red eye and is in San Diego in no time at all. From Chile. Is that where the Andes are? Yes, Chile. Eager to destroy the good that he has done. Like any good German. Okay, my mom was born in Germany. Her name was Eva Sigrid Gunther Haas. Sorry, Mom. But you know, in the movies, the Germans are always bad guys. And with World War II and all, and my grandpa, I'm not sure that we're too far off. Sorry, Mom. I know you were just fine. Okay. I kind of went off the tracks there for a minute. Well, his plan is to tell the world his story and end all this do-goodiness. I sent the messages, not the Martians. Well, can our heroes stop him? Or do they just let the fucking lies stand? Okay, we talked about spoilers. And to be honest, it doesn't really matter in this movie. So, here's the spoiler. Of course they can stop it. And with a little self-sacrifice, everything turns out beautifully. Here's the rhyme. Communism fails and Jesus prevails. Some fucking Republican's gonna pick that up and, tweet it out in a couple of days. Like he wrote it. I fucking wrote that. In 2008 or something. The Russian Orthodox Church takes over Mother Russia. And in the 50s, I believe that would be seen as a good thing. Today might still be a good thing if the Russian Orthodox Church took over Mother Russia. But nowadays, this movie rings as sickening Christian American propaganda. You heard me. Christian American propaganda. The Russians don't have a corner on propaganda. And this is mixed with some of the worst science I have ever seen in a 50s movie. And that's saying a lot, frankly. This is bad. Bad. But not completely void of entertainment value. 1. We're going to give it 1. Red Planet Mars. Now let's go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. And I don't know if I'll just freshen up this drink. Maybe I'll try that Irish thing again with scotch. But I have sweet vermouth now. And I can actually make the cheap sweet vermouth a little bit like the good sweet vermouth by adding just a smidge of Galliano. So let's all go to the lobby and make ourselves a drink. Be right back with part 2 of this, what I thought was a space travel double feature, but we stayed on Earth for that one. But I believe in the next one we're leaving Earth. Where's my guy? See you in a few minutes, kids.